liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis on a mission to build.
I'm embarking on an out-of-this-world adventure. I'm here at the Houston Space Center in Texas, the official visitor center for NASA's Johnson Space Center. It's a 30-minute drive from downtown Houston. Let's explore. I've seen this on TV more than 30 years ago. Now I'm standing right in front of it. If you buy CityPASS, you can go to several iconic places in Houston. I paid $34.95 for a single ticket. The Houston Space Center is a must-visit for anyone interested in space exploration. It's home to hundreds of artifacts, including flown spacecraft, astronaut training equipment, and even moon rocks. It's also where you can learn about the groundbreaking missions NASA has led over the years, from the Apollo program to modern-day Mars exploration.
Our Earth, our universe, and propelling our pioneering spirit. So come along for the ride aboard the International Space Station.
Don't leave any open space. This orbiting infrared observatory powered by solar panels allows us to see much deeper into space.
Next, let's head to one of the most iconic spots here, Rocket Park. This bus is taking you to the most famous rockets of NASA's.
The land of the JC-6 on now was previously owned by Rice University before it was sold to NASA in 1962. Rocket that was used during the Apollo program, specified technology that is still being used today in modern rocket design. So once again, this gate you'll be using is an entrance-only gate.
Little Joe II was the rocket developed to test the launch escape system for the command module used in the Apollo program. Mercury Leadstone was used in the Mercury program, America's first human spaceflight initiative. It played a pivotal role in launching early astronauts to the edge of space, including Alan Shepard, who performed America's first suborbital flight.
One-bedroom apartment, you know?
With that, I think NASA's astronauts stepped on the moon. The tour has not finished yet. The shuttle takes us to another spot.
Preparation for the shuttle's next launch. Once again, you're going to exit on the right side. Being at that gate, we'll get it open for y'all real quick. Thank you.
This is the Space Shuttle Independence and NASA 905, a carrier aircraft that transport the shuttle back to their launching sites. shuttle is a replica, but the interior gives you a real sense of what it was like for astronauts during missions. Again, don't be disappointed even this is a replica. Yet, this is the most expensive high-fidelity replica of any in the world.
Of an airplane and an orbiter, whose imagination solved the thorny problem of returning the shuttle to its
We are back inside, and you will find International Space Station Gallery, Starship Gallery, the Moonwalkers, and Artemis exhibit. Outside, there are a lot of squirrels and another iconic object. Falcon 9 Core B1035 is displayed. What an incredible day. The Houston Space Center is truly an unforgettable experience. If you're ever in Texas, this is a must-visit destination.
Houston now controlling. Atlantis begins its penultimate journey to shore up the International Space Station.